Welcome back to a new video. So I actually got a video edited during the week because I'm not too lazy, but this was Monday and Tuesday sessions, which kind of changed how this week is going to look a little bit, since today was originally going to be like push presses and stuff, but I wanted to redo the Monday session. So Monday was actually kind of a weird day, so it wasn't too surprising that I didn't feel great because I had lifted heavy like the last 4 days in a row. Hit that heavy front squat, heavy snatch and clean jerks on multiple days, and this was just kind of a CNS fatigue where I was like, not happening. When I got to that 100, it felt so slow, and just my body was like, we're not we're not doing 100 today. We're not doing anything near that. This 90 felt really good though, so that's why I felt fine. I was like, oh, I'll be able to do 100 even, and tried it, and it didn't feel bad in that pause position. But at that turnover, there was just nothing there. So I made the adjustment. I was like, all right, my body is cooked, so I need to make the adjustment. And so I did 70 here for a pause, clean and pause jerk, and then did 110. 110 felt horrendous, as far as not as the technique, but just the weight. So I'm very glad that I kind of just lightened this day and made it kind of focus on recovery. And I'm glad I also did some of the pause lifts because I haven't done them for a while. The reason I'm adding the pause lifts is I feel like I'm kind of pushing the bar off the ground a little bit. Sometimes I kind of bump it forward. So just to kind of focus on that. And this is the session I did today. So I decided to just redo the session essentially and try to get up to the numbers I was aiming at, which was kind of a minimum as 100. But as I started to lift, I was like, all right, I actually feel fine. So I was just pushing pretty normal. Normally, just a normal achiness, but nothing was really too bad. I also used the Romboleos today. Just kind of felt like wearing them. The tier ones, the one part of the heel is starting to peel off a little bit worse. I still have the new pair that I haven't used yet, so I'm just holding off on using them, but I could probably still repair that one. I kind of want to wait and not use the new ones unless it's like a special occasion or something, but I do need to break them in a little bit. I do remember, I think they are a little stiff when I put them on, but I kind of forget. I'd have to go back and look at a video or listen to my review when I talked about it, but these pause snatches are feeling really good. 90 felt really good. The 100 felt really good. Went up to this 110 and it felt super easy, and I caught it really easy. So I was like, we just have to go up to 120. Like 110 was like, if I feel good, I'll hit 110 because I haven't done this move in a while. And you see the first one just didn't extend well enough. And the second one, honestly thought I hurt my wrist. I got really scared. So you missed it behind, and it looks relatively normal with that, but it felt like my wrist, I want to say hyperextended because that sounds too dramatic, but how your wrist is an extension when you're catching the bar. My wrist, like the bar like rolled out of my hand, so like it stretched, or felt like my hand or wrist went further than it should. So I guess in a sense it hyperextended. I just waited like after. I'm like, all right, nothing hurts. Even now, a couple hours after, like nothing stiffened up or anything. So I think it was just too far behind and it just rolled off the hand or whatever. But it did not feel very good, so I was concerned. And obviously here, was able to do a pause clean and then a jerk here with 145. I took pretty aggressive jumps because I didn't want to do 140 again. I was pretty confident I could do 140. I was like, I don't want to do 150. I want to do something in between. So 145 was kind of that middle mark. So I might start making that jump just for training purposes to hit 145 on a more frequent basis. So I have something between 140 and 150 that I'm doing more regularly. But then did some front squats. I thought maybe push some heavy, but once I pushed up to 175, it didn't feel bad really at all. And I probably could have done, I would say probably about 180, probably no more than 185, but it just felt kind of heavy. And I was like, it's just not worth, I didn't want to really miss a rep and have to do all that. And I need to have more days like this. So training session tomorrow. I haven't decided fully since things kind of switched around, but I do know I want to do some front squat volume. I'm also going to I'm going to re-add in the hangs from the bar. I haven't really been doing them since I've been doing a lot of SOTS presses. And I'm going to try to do them without straps to kind of get some forearm work. So I figure that will help support the wrist as well. Because I haven't really been having any sort of wrist issues. But I figured, if it's more, if my grip's a little bit better and the forearm's a little bit stronger, it's not going to be bad for the forearm, the elbows, and all of that to have those muscles a little bit stronger. So I'll try to add those in and see how they're feeling as the week goes. My grip is really bad in general relative to what I can deadlift and do, and even the weightlifting movements. So I don't really have a naturally strong grip. It's not extremely weak, I suppose. Like I don't know what I could double overhand deadlift. I could definitely do 140, probably like 150, but anything more than that probably would start to be a struggle with it. I've done a no hook clean, I think, with 140, so I definitely could. I would hope I can deadlift that too. So it's honestly probably more than I think, but not as much. It's probably not like 400 pounds or anything like that. But anywho, that's it for now. So a shorter video because I was able to get ahead of the editing, but some pause lifts in. So we'll see how tomorrow's session looks as far as what I end up doing. And yeah, so also first full day with kids, or first 2 days full with students besides kindergarten. So getting used to the full routine. Thursday will be the first double class. So that will be a tiring day, I'm sure. So we'll see how that all works out. But until next time, I'll talk to you in the next one. Peace.